Good morning, welcome to day 21 of Vlogmas 2019. It's still very early in the morning, it's just after 6. I'm up having my breakfast, the rest of the house is still quiet. The only sound's the coffee machine dripping, that lovely sound. I am going to knit a few rows of my advent socks this morning and hopefully open my advent calendar. And as I said to you yesterday, we're going down to visit my mum today, so I think we're going to leave after 8. So it'll just be a few moments to kind of prepare myself this morning and then get ready to go down there, and I'll talk to you later. When we were away today, the postman delivered this wonderful book. Every year I get a planner for the house, and it's about the only planner I religiously keep. I have great intentions every year of keeping planners and notebooks and start them with great intention and great gusto and then give up. But this is the one that I keep because it's the one where all household activities and everyone's activities are written down and we can coordinate. I have got this particular brand box, Clever Press, their life book, I think now for 3 years, and I really like it because it's mainly the front section that I use. I don't particularly use the back sections where you can write Christmas organisation and keep notes, but I like just the weekly page setups, because there's space for your shopping list, you can put in your meal ideas, and you have your things to do, important things, and then I divide it up and subdivide it myself just to suit myself from week to week. I don't decorate it very much. I might add stickers in occasionally. I'm not that into planning. I just like to keep it simple and organised, and then there's a chance that I do and will keep it going. Years ago it was an idea I had found that seems to be very popular, actually more stateside than here, of home binders where you had a ring binder with all these different sections, and I kept that for a little while too, but for me this is just, it's smaller, it's easier to keep in my worktop, and I can keep it up to date. The other thing that the postman brought was this book, The Nation's Favourite Poems. I used to be a huge reader. It was my career. I did a degree in English and I taught English, and over the last number of years my reading has all but disappeared. Within this past year it started to come back, mainly through enforced sitting and not really having the knitting mojo. So I'd started to read again, and one of the things that I used to enjoy was poetry, and I'd really let that slip. So I decided this year I would get The Nation's Favourite Poems. It's 100 poems that had been voted for by the BBC a number of years ago. It's not a recent book, I don't think. So I'm really looking forward to maybe reading a poem a day or every couple of days. And that's one of my aims for the new year. Last year I had a word for the year, and my word was reclaim, and it was to reclaim my love for craft, my love for reading. It was to reclaim quite a lot of things, and reclaim health and fitness. That all took a bit of a back seat this year, and normally I would take a new word. This year I'm actually reclaiming the word reclaim. I'm keeping reclaim for this year, and one of the things I want to reclaim is my love of reading. And I have a stack of books that I have bought in the past year that I haven't got round to reading yet. I actually got this one this time last year and I haven't read it. I have read The Inconvenient Indian by Thomas King, and I'm really keen to read this one. The Joseph Boyden book I read Through the Black Spruce, and I'm keen to read it. This Annalise is a book that I picked up, it was a few months ago, and it's based on Anne Frank. So obviously I read the Anne Frank diaries, and this is a novel piece of fiction that is built up around that. It'll be interesting to see what it's like. Sometimes books like that don't live up to their expectation. And the book that has been doing the rounds and is incredibly popular within the knitting community I've had since it came out, but I haven't got to read it yet, This Golden Fleece, The Journey Through Britain's Knitted History. And this is the stack that is going to get me started on reclaiming my love of reading. As I said, last year I wanted to reclaim quite a lot of things. I am definitely wanting to reclaim my health and fitness this year. Within this past year I have felt just general health, everyday health if you want to put it that way, has been allowed to slide, and certainly my fitness has gone. So I want to reclaim that, and thankfully I can say that I have found my love of craft again. The enforced break, the loss of mojo, I just let it go and it has slowly come back, and I am really geared up for knitting this year, and also just working at other crafts and maybe sewing again. I just feel really enthusiastic about it again, which is such a good feeling. So reclaim, my word for 2020, and I can start to plan my year.